let's look at the switch statement. So a switch statement has multiple paths a code can go into. Unlike the if, which has one, or if there's an else, it has two, because an if statement is only true, and if else handles true and false. But a switch can have multiple paths, not just a true or false path, but can have multiple paths. Now, a switch only works with ints, chars, and strings, so it's doesn't work with everything, just those three. The switch examines the variable that is being performed on and decides which case it goes to based on the variable's value. So let's do a basic example first on a char. So I create a random char, math at random times 26 plus 66. This will make sure it's between the capital letter A to the capital letter Z. And I print it out just to confirm it. So a switch, you do switch and then the variable. And then you have braces, and inside of here you have cases. Now, since this is a char, we surround the letter with single quotes. So everything here after the case till the next case is tabbed over once. So this prints out first letter and then break. Break means that once it hits the break, it's going to break out of the switch. So it'll start running whatever code is down here. And then look, you can put multiple cases together. Case B, case D, case T. Those are all separated with a semicolon. Sorry, a colon. So I'll print out that as B, D, or T. Now note, I didn't put a break. So it just keeps going. So if I input B, D, or T, it keeps going until I hit a break. So B, D, T will run until it hits that break there. Now if I input F or Q, it starts here. So I don't know here whether I had a B, T, B, D, or T from earlier, or it also could be an F and Q at this point. And then I break, so it's going to go down here. Default handles everything not handled by the cases. So I'm just going to print out, hey, you weren't handled by the cases. Now here, since this is my last line, I don't need a break because it's just going to end anyway. Now, so again, note, breaks are used to exit the switch. The default doesn't have to be last. But you want to make sure you're carefully using the breaks where you need them. So let's look at another example. We're going to convert months into days. So I have months, random times 13. Note this will give us 0 through 12. Year is random 20 plus 2000. So this will give us 2000 to 2020 for leap years. And we're and then number of days is 0. So this is going to print out the month and then the year. So I'm going to perform a switch on my month. Notice I put the default first. So if it gets the default, that's an invalid month. Case 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, and 12. Well, all those months have 31 days. So it sets the number of days equal to 31. Case 4, 6, 9, 11. Number of days is 30. And then we break. Case 2, I confirm whether it's a leap year or not. So year modulo 4 equals 0, and year modulo 100 equals 0, and year modulo 400 equals 0. So I'm confirming that as a leap year, else it's not. So it's 28 because that's February. And it'll print off then the number of days. Now let's run this and let's see if it's working the way we think it is. So we input U. U wasn't handled by any of the cases. Month is 8, 31 days. There's the year. Let's run it one more time. Month was 2. Year is 2016. Oh, it's a leap year. 29 days. Here you can see our letter. Your letter wasn't handled by the cases. And that is the end of this lesson.